Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Michael Bruen. Thanks for watching. Montgomery County Police are using a new tool to help families recognize drug use in their home. Susan Kennedy has the story.
I think you overdosed on heroin.
Last year in Montgomery County, more than 50 lives were lost due to opioid overdoses. That number was slightly down from 2018. Officials here in Montgomery County are hoping to continue that trend. This week, County Police officially unveiled a new tool to help loved ones identify red flags associated with drug use: the Community Opioid Prevention Education Trailer.
The inside of the trailer is built to show a bedroom and bathroom that you would see in any home in Montgomery County. We want this trailer to help parents, spouses, friends, and others to identify the signals that might be an indicator of an opioid problem before it's too late.
And we still have almost or more than 5 deaths a day in Maryland. Montgomery County is not exempt. Everyone is involved in this type of situation. The best we can do, one of the wisest things we can do, is to educate each other on the signs so that we can hopefully stop this before it happens.
Throughout the trailer, there are items to look for that are indicative of drug use.
What's important about this is there are 4 different pills in here. Typically, if you're prescribed something, that pill should be one pill. If there's just a pair of shoes in the closet, a missing shoelace could be an indication that you could at least start thinking about is that shoelace is a tie-off point. It's something where the user will tie off their arm in order to inject heroin or fentanyl into their system.
The trailer will be a part of the police department's community engagement division. It was purchased through a grant with Montgomery County Public Schools and the Montgomery County Police Foundation.
And just, twist them, turn them, pull them apart, and see if it's anything that could conceal a drug.
The COPE trailer will include brochures of the programs the county has to offer for addiction and other drug-related illnesses.
Another place to hide drugs.
County Executive Marc Elrich says Montgomery County is serious about tackling this epidemic.
This is our effort to help increase access to treatment. We want to make sure that people know what the options are and what's available. We're going to be teaching people how to use a life-saving drug like naloxone. It's actually it's something that actually works, and it's available, and we want to make sure that people know how to get it and how to use it.
The COPE trailer will travel the county to community events beginning this month. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
This week we sat down with County Executive Marc Elrich to tape our one-on-one cable show. The executive talked about his proposed capital improvements program budget, pedestrian safety, affordable housing, the General Assembly in Annapolis, and how his office is currently preparing an outcome-based operating budget for fiscal year 2021.
It's hard to get outcomes until you actually decide all the outcome measures, and that's one of the things that we're in the process of doing, is requiring the people to develop outcome measures so we actually can see whether we're achieving the things we expect to achieve with the money that we're putting into projects. So that's one aspect that'll start getting rolled out in this budget. We are still waiting for final revenue numbers, so we don't know fully where we sit until the end of February, and that will have a big impact on what we're able to do. How much new we'll be able to do will depend pretty much on where these revenue numbers wind up. And I'm trying to be optimistic about that. I think we're going to have a better year than we did before.
You can watch this entire one-on-one show on County Cable Montgomery and also on the county's YouTube channel. The County Council has introduced a resolution condemning the Supreme Court's recent public charge decision. MyMC Media's Deidre Byrne has more.
Councilmember Gabe Albornoz got emotional while introducing a resolution to urge the U.S. Congress to adopt comprehensive immigration reform that would protect immigrants.
We are here on behalf of so many families that are under attack.
Albornoz is the lead sponsor on the resolution, along with Councilmember Nancy Navarro.
We in Montgomery County are saying we are never going to give up.
The resolution comes as a response to the Supreme Court's January 27th decision that allows the Trump administration's public charge ruling to go into effect beginning February 24th.
So we're here to stand up and to say, Supreme Court, you got it wrong.
The ruling will make it more difficult for immigrants who have used benefits like Medicaid and food stamps to obtain permanent residency in the United States.
It's important to notice some of the speakers said that, many of these benefits you don't qualify unless you are already, have a green card, for example.
This particular order directly impacts those that are middle income or even potentially lower income. And it sends the chilling message that our county residents are not welcomed in our country. And that has a profound impact on our economy and our overall public health.
And there are going to be so many families and so many community members who are not going to access, health care services because precisely of that fear.
Montgomery County's Department of Health and Human Services says it has seen a decline in the immigrant population trying to access benefits.
So let me start by saying that Montgomery County Department of Health and Human Services remains open for business to support the health and wellness of all Montgomery County residents, every last one of them.
County Executive Marc Elrich said his administration has filed 2 amicus briefs opposing the Trump administration on this issue.
You can't go any place in this county and not see the work and the presence of immigrants.
Albornoz shared a story of his mother's family coming to Miami, Florida from Santiago, Chile.
And then took a Greyhound bus for 24 hours through the segregated house to arrive in Washington, D.C., and connect with my grandfather, who had been here for over a year establishing his first small local business. It was looking at the postcards that he sent them that made them realize they were in our area.
This is what our country is founded on. And so the fact that it's being attacked in this really nefarious and immoral way is troubling.
In Rockville, Deirdre Byrne for County Report This Week.
Officials with Montgomery County Public Schools say they are working hard to make sure there is inclusion and acceptance for all students. MyMC Media's Jordan Lindsay has more details on their plans.
Montgomery County Public Schools is making it clear hate and bias or discrimination will not be tolerated.
So hate bias incidents are involving discrimination based on personal characteristics that include race, ethnicity, color, ancestry, national origin, religion, immigration status, sex, gender identity.
This comes after a string of recent troubling incidents in schools throughout the county.
As we think about bias and actions and activities that can be so hurtful and so destructive, how do we make sure that we're responding in a way that builds a stronger, more positive community?
We've taken various steps to ensure that all schools and offices have a clear approach to responding, restoring, and preventing these incidents at its school district level.
Moving forward, officials say there are initiatives in place to make sure there is inclusion and acceptance for all students.
We're going to focus on responsive actions, restorative actions, and preventative actions. Another step that we've taken in being responsive is completing the MCPS form on bullying, harassment, or intimidation that has already been in existence, but making sure we're focusing on how we complete that form. And the particular enhancement in this area is that students, parents, and staff will be able to complete and submit the form online soon within the next couple of months.
Reporting in Rockville, Jordan Lindsay for County Report This Week.
The city of Rockville continues to make pedestrian safety a priority. Rockville 11's Kathy Danzler tells us about the city's latest enforcement efforts.
Rockville is dedicated to reducing traffic-related deaths in the city, and traffic and pedestrian safety enforcement is key. Right now, the mayor and council are working with city staff and the community to create Rockville's very own Vision Zero plan with the goal of zero traffic-related deaths or serious injuries. And as that work continues, the Rockville City Police Department is periodically conducting traffic and pedestrian safety enforcement operations on city streets. Here's Rockville's Chief of Police, Victor Brito, to tell us more.
The Rockville City Police Department is committed to prevent any and all traffic-related injuries or fatalities. This is a high priority for our city and our police department. What you're watching is the Rockville City Police Department's enforcement efforts in intersections like this and intersections throughout our city as we work to protect our citizens, our pedestrians, and motorists alike. This initiative represents a critical step in increasing pedestrian safety. Our overarching goal is to change behavior and improve pedestrian safety for everyone in the city of Rockville.
For County Report This Week, I'm Kathy Dantzler.
The 2020 census is just around the corner. Starting March 12th, households will receive a letter from the Census Bureau inviting residents to participate. This week on the county's Spanish language radio show, we talked with the census lead specialist for Montgomery County, who encouraged people to respond to the census online.
Beginning March 12, 2020, people are going to get a wonderful invitation to go online and complete the census form. By the way, for the first time, people will have this opportunity. But not only that, we're making this super easy. Not only can you do the census for the first time online, but you can also do it over the phone if you want to. Do it over the phone. And if you want to do it the old-fashioned way and use paper, guess what? We'll go ahead and give you paper to do the census form too. Now, here's another thing you need to know. Yes, you can do it online, you can do it over the phone, you can do it on paper. But if you do not do it, we're still going to get that information because guess what? We're coming to your home after May 12, 2020 to get the information. So the best way to do it is to go online and do it. It is easy and it is safe and it helps your community. The Constitution mandates that a census be taken every 10 years. Article 1, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution, and that's why we do a census. This is about the allocation of congressional seats for Maryland. This is about redistricting in Maryland, and this is also about the distribution of over $675 billion annually in federal funds for your local community.
For more information, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/census. And speaking of the Census Bureau is still hiring in the county. The numerator and supervisor positions are available. There are part-time and full-time opportunities. Pay starts at $29.50 an hour. There's a background check and training is provided. If you're interested, apply online at 2020census.gov/jobs. If you have already applied for a position, the Census Bureau will be calling applicants for phone interviews and instructions on fingerprinting. It is important that applicants answer their phones for this interview. If you miss their call, the Census Bureau is not leaving a message for you to call back. However, if you would like to follow up on your job application, check out the dashboard on your census application account or call 240-382-6277. February is Library Lovers Month. All month there are activities and celebrations which showcase the importance of libraries in Montgomery County. This year, the activities celebrate math to highlight the thousands of resources in our libraries and to foster the love for science and exploration. Here to tell us more is Ari Brooks. Ari, tell us more about Library Lovers Month.
Well, there are so many ways to show your love for libraries this month by celebrating Library Lovers Month, and it all starts with a trip to your local library where you can participate in numerous programs on a variety of topics. When you're at the library, don't forget to look for our Library Lovers Month display where you will see postcards that you can fill out and tell us exactly why you love the library. Don't forget to add your name and your address, and we will share those with the library department and the elected officials so everyone will know why libraries are important in the lives of Montgomery County residents. If you can't get to the library, don't worry, we've got you covered. Go to our website at folmc.org. Just look for our Library Lovers Month page and download the I Love My Library Because flyer. Fill that out and take a selfie and either send it to us at office@folmc.org or share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and tag Library by the Numbers or hashtag I Love My Library. Or you can tell us any special way that you love your library this month. Happy Library Lovers Month, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Ari, and thank you and your organization for everything that you do. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember, you can find out more information about Montgomery County at montgomerycountymd.gov or follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Michael Bruen. Thank you for watching.